Adverse reactions to and altered biodistribution of radiopharmaceuticals. Adverse reactions. Adverse reactions due to radiopharmaceuticals is very unusual. The overall incidence of adverse reactions in the U.S. is about 2.3 reactions to 100,000 radiopharmaceuticals administered. Epinephrine is an agent of choice which is administered subcutaneously or intramuscularly. Aminophylline may be given with poor response to antihistamine. Iatrogenic alterations in the biodistribution of the radiopharmaceuticals. The effects of various drugs on biodistribution of radiopharmaceuticals may be undesirable. Knowledge of altered biodistribution due to other drugs helps avoid misinterpretation of scintigraphic images. Bone imaging with technetium-99m phosphonate compounds. The increased renal activity due to the chemotherapeutic agents dextrose and iron. Increased bone uptake due to the melphalan. The cytotoxic therapy is increased uptake to the calvarian. Decreased bone uptake is due to corticosteroids and phosphosoto. Increased liver activity is due to aluminum ions. Increased activity at injection site due to iron dextran. Soft tissues uptake is due to meperidine, which is Demerol. RES imaging with technetium-99m sulfocalloid. It is increased lung activity is due to aluminum or magnesium. Increased splenic uptake is due to anesthetics. Decreased splenic uptake is due to BCNU, which is also carmustine. Focal areas of decreased uptake in the liver are due to estrogens. Myocardial perfusion imaging with thallium-201 chloride. Increased myocardial uptake is due to dipyridamole, which is porcentine, furosemide, which is Lasix, and isoproterenol. Decreased myocardial uptake is due to propranolol and digitalis glycosides. Hepatobiliary imaging with technetium-99m IDA derivatives is increased gallbladder contraction due to the CCK. Prolonged gallbladder activity due to atropine. There's prolonged liver to duodenum transit time due to narcotics. There's decreased hepatic uptake due to the nicotinic acid. Thyroid uptake and imaging with iodine-131 NaL. Decreased uptake is due to pertechnetate, iodine products, contrast media, antithyroid drugs, and synthetic thyroid drugs. Tumor and inflammatory process imaging with gallium-67 citrate. Decreased uptake is due to iron dextran administered before gallium-67, desferoxamine administered before gallium-67. Increased uptake due to iron dextran administered after gallium-67, and increased uptake due to desferoxamine administered after gallium-67. Diffuse lung uptake is due to chemotherapeutic agents. Uptake in the colon and kidneys is due to antibiotics. Uptake in the mammary tissue is due to estrogen. In vivo technetium-99m tagged red blood cells. Poor labeling is caused from the following drug interference: heparin, dextran, doxorubicin, penicillin, and hydralazine.